Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Carlos Sainz's response to the penalty he received in Zandvoort, as well as some more comments Red Bull have made following Isaac Hadjar's podium. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Carlos Sainz. Now, following a safety car restart during the Zandvoort Grand Prix, Carlos Sainz went for a move on Liam Lawson into turn 1. Basically, Sainz tried to go round the outside, but as he was trying to make the move, the two made contact. Now, following this, Sainz was given a 10-second time penalty and 2 points on his licence after being judged to be wholly or predominantly to blame for the collision, with the stewards saying in their verdict, car 55 was attempting to overtake car 30 on the outside of turn 1. The front axle of car 55 was not ahead of the front axle of car 30 at the apex of turn 1. Car 55 attempted to stay on the outside of car 30 and a collision occurred. We considered that car 30 had the right to the corner, and therefore car 55 was wholly or predominantly to blame for the collision. As is standard for a collision of this nature, and as prescribed under the guidelines, we imposed a 10-second time penalty on car 55. Now, in my view, this was a bit harsh. I mean, if anything, in my opinion, this looked like a racing incident, and that's what I thought it be classified as. So to see Sainz get a 10-second time penalty, yeah, I did think that was a bit harsh. And now Sainz, who along with George Russell is a director of the Grand Prix Drivers Association, said he needed an explanation for the penalty. Sainz said, as quoted by Planet F1, "Honestly, I need to now go to the stewards just to get an explanation, to see what is their point of view on the incident, because it's unacceptable. I think it's not the level of stewarding that the Formula 1 is, if they are really considering that to be a 10-second penalty. On my behalf, I think it's a serious matter now that concerns me as a driver, as a GTPA director, and something that I will make sure I raise." But what do you think of the penalty? Let me know in the comments below. But let's move on to Isaac Hadjar. Now, as we know, he drove a brilliant race in Zandvoort. You know, he qualified in P4, and then during the Grand Prix, he was able to hold on to that P4. You know, we had Charles Leclerc, George Russell trying to get past him, but Hadjar was just able to hold them off. It was really, really impressive. And then because Lando Norris retired from the Grand Prix due to an issue, Hadjar was able to finish on the podium in P3. So yeah, a really impressive drive from the Red Bull Junior team driver. And speaking about the achievement, Red Bull team principal Laurent Mecki said, as quoted by Planet F1, "For Isaac, it was an extraordinary race. It's just a testimony of how good a job, how amazing of a job he's been doing since the beginning of the season. And you know, he doesn't score a podium on the day where it's raining, or is raining, but another day where it's a wet race in strange conditions. He put the car in P4 on merit in qualifying, and he stayed a couple of seconds from Max all race long. So, you know, hats off to him, racing bulls." Now, as Mecki's pointed out during the Grand Prix, Hadjar wasn't exactly falling away from Red Bull's Max Verstappen. He was able to stay relatively close to Verstappen, and we saw multiple times where Hadjar was able to get DRS on Verstappen. So a really good drive from Hadjar in that Red Bull Junior team. And at the end of the Grand Prix, Hadjar was only 2 seconds down on Verstappen. And this left the question as to whether Hadjar was allowed under Red Bull's regulations to try and pass Verstappen. But Mecki's has quashed any suggestion of team orders between Red Bull and Racing Bulls, with Mecki's going on to say, as quoted by Planet F1, if it was not allowed, it would be illegal. So the answer is yes, he was allowed, and I remind you that the last race, we finished behind the Racing Bulls in Budapest. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.